Good morning, America, and good evening, India. President Trump has delivered the closing speech of the Republican convention and said the forthcoming election would be the most important in US history. Accepting the party's nomination to run for a second term, he listed his own achievements and criticized his Democratic opponent Joe Biden. Mr. Trump spoke for over an hour and made a series of claims. We have fact checked some of them. Claim 1: if you give power to Joe Biden, the radical left will defund police departments all across America. President Trump attacked his Democratic rival over law and order against the backdrop of the recent unrest in US cities. Since the killing of George Floyd in May, there have been calls to defund the police. Donald Trump and other Republicans have claimed that Joe Biden supports this, but Mr. Biden has said repeatedly that he does not. In June, he told CBS News, "I don't support defunding the police." Mr. Biden repeated this view in an opinion piece for USA Today, calling for reform of the police. "I do not support defunding police. The better answer is to give police departments the resources they need to implement meaningful reforms and to condition other federal dollars on completing those reforms," he wrote. He also said he would provide an additional $300 million to reinvigorate community policing. Claim 2: we have already built 300 miles of border wall. Since January 2007, when Mr. Trump assumed the presidency, 275 miles of wall along the border with Mexico has been completed, according to the latest US Customs and Border Protection report. However, most of that was to replace existing structure. A total of 245 miles of wall has been built in place of old barrier, but only 30 miles of new wall has actually been built. Most of this 25 miles is what's called secondary wall, which is constructed to reinforce the primary border barrier. The border with Mexico is about 2,000 miles long. Claim 3: over the past 3 months, we have gained over 9 million jobs, a new record. Here, President Trump claimed the US economy was recovering much faster than other Western nations from the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. It is true that since April 2020, there have been 9 million people added to the US payroll, according to the US Bureau for Labor Statistics. But what Mr. Trump did not mention was that this rise followed a much bigger loss of 22 million people from the payroll in March, when measures to tackle the pandemic were introduced. Claim 4: the United States has among the lowest case fatality rates of any major country in the world. President Trump did not mention that the US has the world's biggest overall number of COVID-19 deaths, nearly 180,000. Instead, he highlighted the case fatality rate, the ratio of the death to confirmed cases of those who tested positive for coronavirus. How many have died? It is true, the US rate is relatively low on this measure compared to most major European countries, including the UK. Claim 5: that means Joe Biden has placed a 4 trillion tax hike on almost all American families. Trump is correct that the Biden plan would lead to 4 trillion in revenues over a decade, according to analysis by the Tax Policy Center. However, this claim is misleading, as the taxes would target wealthiest Americans, not almost all American family. The Tax Policy Center found that 93% of the tax increases would be paid by taxpayers in the top fifth of household. High earners would see substantially larger tax increases than households in other income groups, both in dollar amounts and as a share of their income. Claim 6: we obliterated 100% of the ISIS caliphate. It is true, the Islamic State group's his territory, a caliphate it declared in 2014 across parts of Iraq and Syria, came to an end during Mr. Trump's period in office. The US-led alliance overcame the group in its last stronghold in Syria, March 2019. Claim 7. We will always and very strongly protect patients and pre-existing condition, and that is a pledge from the entire Republican Party. This refers to a requirement that health insurance companies cannot charge people more if they have pre-existing condition. It became law with the President Obama's signature domestic policy, the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare. Claim 8. Our NATO partners, as an example, for far behind in their defense payments, but in my strong urging, they agreed to pay 130 billion more a year. The current defense spending target for NATO members is 2% of gross domestic product (GDP) to be reached by 2024. The US spent roughly 3.4% of its GDP on defense in 2019, according to NATO estimates, while the average in European NATO countries and Canada was 1.55%. Beyond this report, Perspective USA.